In this film, an eerie phenomenon occurs. People do not speak to each other because anyone who makes a sound is killed by a terrifying demon. But who is this demon and why is this happening? We will uncover it all in this story. The movie begins by depicting a world after a great catastrophe, where only a few survivors remain. We see a girl named Azrael in the forest picking flowers from a plant. Suddenly, a strange voice breaks the silence of the forest, startling her. At the same time, Azrael saw her friend who was sitting on fire. Azrael immediately extinguishes the fire and signals him to stay quiet, because every small sound is a signal of death in the forest. Because the demon can hear any sound, it tracks down the source and kills whoever made it. They sit quietly and spend time. Then Azrael gives her friend a flower-made thing that she had made. But suddenly they hear a voice again, which alerts them. Both try to hide, but they understand that there is someone else in the forest besides us. Azrael's friend goes ahead to investigate the source of the sound, but he never returns. It was already too late. Azrael realizes that his friend is in trouble, so she runs away from there quickly. She runs a long way, and on the way she meets the man who catches Azrael. Meanwhile, Azrael realizes that someone has also caught her friend. Both of them are put in different cars and taken far away. Azrael tries to get out of the car, but she does not succeed. Then the cars are separated. Azrael is tied to an unknown place. There were some people before. There was also a girl named Jocelyn. She places a cut on Azrael's foot with a knife and injures her, causing her blood to flow. Now they go a little far and start chanting spells. Seeing this, Azrael understands that they are part of a cult, part of a group of magicians, and they are doing ritual and worshipping Satan. Then Azrael sees a Satan there, whose body was as if it was burnt. Seeing him, Azrael tries to get her hands off to save a life, in which she finally succeeds. Before that, she ran away. A boy from the cult comes and catches Azrael and tries to tie her again. But Azrael picks up a stick and stabs it in his throat, causing him blood to flow. Then Satan comes here and starts testing his blood and eats that boy. While Azrael runs away to save her life, but the people there find out that Azrael has escaped and one of their men has been killed. Azrael goes a long way to the forest. He reaches the river, cleanses her wounds and ties a bandage to the wound on her foot. But then she sees that the same burnt Satan is coming to her. She does not make a sound. She remains silent and goes to the cave nearby to hide. Meanwhile, that Satan finds her and goes there too. Azrael tries her best not to make a sound so that the Satan does not feel her. That Satan could not find out about her, and he goes away from the cave. After this, Azrael comes out and starts moving ahead on her way. She reaches a small town where some people are living away from those Satans. They had set up a fence, a barricade, and a cage to prevent anyone from entering. Azrael comes in hiding from the fence so that she can find her friend and free him, because her friend was brought here. But then she gets the flower that she had made for her friend. It was here, but her friend was not there. So she realizes that her friend is dead, and she gets enraged seeing this. Then a girl named Jocelyn comes here. She goes to check on an elderly woman whose condition had worsened. And this woman was Jocelyn's mother. After this, Jocelyn goes to a church. Many people of the cult are gathered in the church, and all of them are busy worshipping the Satan. As Jocelyn came in, everyone left. There was also a woman in the church who was the sister and was pregnant. Jocelyn comes and meets the sister. When her sister finds out that the girl named Azrael has ran away from here, she becomes furious. She slaps Jocelyn on her face and says, "You could not do this." Then we see Azrael hiding in this spot. But a woman appears and captures her. Azrael is not afraid, but she fights with her and finally she kills that woman. But by then, the rest of the people had also found out that a girl named Azrael had come here. So everyone gets allowed to catch her because they want to catch Azrael somehow. And they want to give her to Satan so that she can succeed in his goal. The goal was very dangerous. Now we will find out what it was by going ahead. At the same time, Azrael also finds out that they are looking for her. She runs away from there to save herself, but her foot gets stuck in the fence. She somehow takes out her foot and runs towards the forest. She again comes out far in the forest. It was night, so she got tired and stayed near a stone. But there is also a devil sitting near the stone who is going to attack her. However, Azrael manages to escape, only to realize that there is not just one demon but many. She started running away to save her life and reaches the road where a man stops his car after seeing her. When she came out, she saw Azrael quiet and asked, "Who are you? And why are you so quiet? Why are not you talking?" Now Azrael gestures him to stay silent and goes into the car, and the man takes her out of here. Even in the car, he asks Azrael, "Are you hungry?" Azrael says quiet because she does not want to talk to anyone. Now this man was not from this place, so unknowingly he pushed the music of the car in a loud voice. The people of the cult also heard it. When they go a little far, they come in front and stand up and shoot that man. This caused an accident to spoil the balance of the car and it hits a tree. The man died, but Azrael survives and starts running from there. A man catches her. He was not letting her run and tries to stop her, but she fires him. The man had a gun, which Azrael snatched, shoots him and moves on. When she comes a long way, she sees her friend who is alive, but her friend had put a case here to catch the devil. But Azrael's foot gets stuck in that case and she hangs upside down from the tree. At the same time, a man from the cult comes there who wanted to kill them both, so that he can give them to the devil. When he moves forward, Azrael catches him and drops him, which injured the man. When his blood flows, the devil comes here smelling him, who first licks the blood and then eats the man. Then he moved towards Azrael's friend. He also tries to eat Azrael by climbing a tree, but Azrael somehow frees herself but could not save her friend. The devil eats him. Seeing this, Azrael runs away from there, but she was sad about her friend's death. Now she decides that she will take revenge from the people of the cult. So she goes back to the place where that cult live and she where that cult live and she makes a noise there, which they used to make often. Because of this, the people of the cult think that perhaps their companion is in danger, and they all go to the forest to save him. Taking advantage of this, Azrael entered that place. Then she goes inside the church where the sister used to live. Azrael has a gun and aims it at her sister, but her sister reveals that she is pregnant, making it clear that Azrael can't kill her. But suddenly the sister attacks Azrael, which injures her a little. Then the people of the cult come and take her with them. They put her in a coffin, and the coffin is buried alive in the soil. Because of this, Azrael panics. Azrael thinks that she can't get out of there now. She is badly trapped here. With no way to escape, she suddenly notices a tunnel near where she is tied up. But the problem was that devils live there. Azrael gets even more scared, but still she tried to get out of that tunnel. It was very dark here. Took the lantern and walked ahead and finds out that the devils living here have seen her. They run after her. She runs back and goes into the coffin, but then a devil comes just above Azrael. He smells her blood but does nothing to her and leaves. He smells to her blood but does nothing to her and leaves. This is because Azrael has the blood of her pregnant sister on her hands. This made the devil think that this is the pregnant woman who is going to give birth of our child, this devil's child. So no devil says anything to Azrael, and this way her life is saved. Then all the cult people come back to their tents. Azrael exits the tent through the tunnel, using it as a pathway from inside. Now we see the sister still in the church and was cleaning her stomach wounds. But then Jocelyn came here, who helps her, but then they find out that a tent outside catches fire. It was the tent in which Jocelyn's mother was. The fire spreads to other tents in a while and all the tents burn. Then we find out that this fire is not set by anyone else but Azrael has set it. While everyone else tries to extinguish the fire, Azrael picks up a gun and starts shooting at people. Azrael's anger has reached its breaking point and she is determined to continue at any cost. She also shoots Jocelyn and she shoots a lot of people and kills them, and she cut off one neck. She goes to the church from there where the sister is alone. After coming here, a fight starts between Azrael and the sister. Despite the fact that the sister is pregnant, she still dominates Azrael and attacks her. She attempts to kill Azrael, but then her sister falls ill. It's time for her child to be born. Now Jocelyn arrives with a gun, revealing that she is not dead after all. She was saved. She shoots Azrael, but she somehow hides. Now Azrael attacks Jocelyn and they start a dangerous fight. Then Azrael picks up a big knife and stabs Jocelyn in the neck, because of which Jocelyn dies there. Then Azrael went to the sister. The sister had given birth to her child, but she became even more frightened. She was afraid of the child. She now picks up a knife and cuts off her throat. Because of this, she dies there. Azrael went ahead to see the child. She lifts up the child in her hands. Now a lot of devils come there. We also see that the face of the child, which was not human but resembled a goat, It had a terrifying appearance. Now all the demons stand before Azrael, but they say nothing to her. They believe that this child is their savior and that Azrael is the mother of this savior. So they cannot say anything to her. All the demons are overjoyed to see this and bow down before her. This makes Azrael realize just how important she is to them, because the savior of these demons is in her lap and they believe he is her child. They see me as his mother, she thought as she carefully observed the child. She believed that through this child she now possessed a power she could use to rule over these demons, to capture and dominate them. Those who one sought to kill Azrael will always remain her slaves. Thanks for watching.